Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let me tell you, the buzz around the NFL, especially among insiders and analysts close to the Minnesota Vikings, is that the Giants are making a serious push to land Christian Darrisaw. And if this deal comes to fruition, it could be a total game changer for the Giants' offensive line, setting them up for a bright future and giving Daniel Jones the protection he needs to truly unlock his potential. This isn't just some rumor. There's a lot of credible chatter that suggests the Giants are willing to send a top 5 pick in the 2026 draft, along with a 2027 third-rounder to the Vikings in exchange for their star left tackle. That's a bold move, but one that shows how committed the Giants are to upgrading that offensive line and making a real push for the playoffs and beyond. The Vikings, meanwhile, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. They're 4-4 on the season, and while they have about $15 million in cap space, they're also looking to shed some salary and add young talent, especially on the offensive line. After parting ways with Mike McCarthy and dealing with some injuries, including a significant ankle injury to Kirk Cousins in Week 3, Minnesota is prioritizing flexibility and depth. They're reportedly open to trading Darrisaw, a player who has shown he's one of the best blindside protectors in the league when healthy. And let me tell you, Darrisaw has been nothing short of impressive when he's been on the field in 2025. He's played 7 games this season, and even though he previously missed some time, he's been a consistent force since returning. His PFF grade hovers around 64. 8 overall, which might not blow your mind at first glance, but his run and pass blocking stats are solid. Pass block at 71.8, which ranks him around the 25th offensive tackle in the league, and a run block grade of 61.1. What really stands out is how he handles pressure, allowing just 18 pressures and only 2 sacks across all his games, with an impressive win rate of 82%. Plus, he has a quick set of feet, which helps him neutralize speed rushers and keep Daniel Jones upright. Darrisaw's career numbers are also telling. Over 54 games, he maintains an average PFF grade of around 90. Won in 2024, and his measurables are excellent. 34 1/4-inch arms, 9 1/4-inch hands, giving him the physical tools to dominate. His bull rush stops are at an 88% success rate, and he adds about +3. 2 seconds of pocket time versus the average, giving his quarterback more time to find open receivers. That kind of protection can be a game changer, especially for a team like the Giants, who have struggled a bit with sacks allowed this season, currently sitting at 38, which ranks them in the bottom tier among the league's offensive lines. Now, why would the Vikings trade such a valuable asset? Well, they're looking to free up cap space, an estimated $18 million hit if they trade Darrisaw, and bolster their offensive line depth, especially on the edges. They're also avoiding long-term extensions with their core players, focusing instead on building for the future with draft picks and young talent. For the Giants, acquiring Darrisaw would mean securing a top-tier blindside protector, a guy who can anchor their offensive line for years to come. His presence would immediately elevate the entire unit, transforming the Giants from a team that's been decent in pass protection to one that can truly threaten defenses with a balanced attack. Looking at the bigger picture, this move would be a statement. It signals that the Giants are all in on competing now, not just rebuilding. With Darrisaw protecting Daniel Jones' blind side, the Giants' offense could become much more explosive. His ability to consistently give the quarterback a clean pocket, averaging 3.2 seconds of clean time per play, gives Jones the confidence to make those deep throws and stretch the field. It also helps the run game, which has been somewhat stagnant at times, to develop more effectively. A Jacobs-like running back would benefit immensely from this upgraded offensive line, pushing the Giants' rushing average from 4.2 yards per carry to around 4.8 or even higher. And let's not forget about the impact on the defense. When your offense can sustain drives longer and keep the opposing offense off the field, your defense gets much-needed rest. The Giants could see a plus 12% increase in time of possession, which is huge in controlling the pace of games and keeping their defense fresh for critical moments. Plus, With a more reliable offensive line, Daniel Jones can play with even more confidence, reducing turnovers and making smarter decisions under pressure. Now, talking about the NFC East, this potential move could shift the entire division landscape. The Giants, with an elite left tackle like Darisaw, would be on par, or even surpassing, some of their division rivals in offensive line strength. That's a huge advantage when facing teams like the Cowboys and Eagles, who are known for their aggressive pass rushes. Protecting the quarterback has always been the key to winning in the NFL, and the Giants seem poised to make a statement here. If they pull this off, their Super Bowl odds, initially long at +50-0, could shrink dramatically to around +12-0, positioning them as serious contenders. This is reminiscent of some of the most impactful offensive line acquisitions in recent history, like Tristan Wirfs with the Bucs in 2024, which boosted their EPA per run by 10%. Bringing in a talent like Darisaw could have a similar effect for the Giants, boosting not just their pass protection, but their entire offensive efficiency. His presence would make the Giants' offensive line a future-proof unit, with the potential to develop into one of the league's best, dictating the pace and controlling the game from the trenches. It's the kind of move that can elevate a team from good to great, especially when you consider how much a dominant offensive line influences every aspect of the game. And let's be honest, Giants fans, we've seen how crucial protecting Daniel Jones has been this season. When he's given time, he's shown flashes of the quarterback we all hoped he could be, accurate, confident, and capable of making big plays. But when pressured, his production drops and turnovers become more likely. Darisaw's addition could be the missing piece, turning the Giants' offense into a juggernaut that defenses just can't handle. It's a bold move, no doubt, but one that aligns perfectly with the Giants' long-term vision of building a powerhouse that can compete for titles. As we look ahead to the coming weeks, keep an eye on how this story unfolds. The NFL trade deadline isn't far off, and if the Giants are really in the mix for Darisaw, it could be the move that defines their season. The fans are craving a return to glory, and with a revamped offensive line, the Giants could finally get that offensive consistency that has eluded them for years. Imagine Daniel Jones operating behind a top-tier protector, with Saquon Barkley running behind a line that opens holes like never before. That's the vision, and it's within reach if the front office pulls the trigger. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Christian Darisaw is the missing piece that can take the Giants to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants as a whole. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates on this story and everything else happening with the Giants. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep pushing toward that Super Bowl dream.